Hello everybody, back for another lesson. Today's lesson is for writing and we're going to be doing our journals on Monday. So our journals are a great way for us to keep on practicing our writing skills. We've been working really hard at making sentences, remembering that our sentence needs to have swag. So the S stands for, does it start with a capital letters? Remember at the beginning of our sentence, it needs to start with a capital. Is it written neatly? So can we read each of the words and each of the letters? Does it have spaces between the letters or between the words, or are the words far enough apart that I can tell one word from the next? And does it have the right punctuation? We were working really hard at putting our periods in the right spot to complete our sentence. Just like before spring break, we are going to make sure that we have 3 to 5 sentences and a picture. That way the reader has enough information through our 3 to 5 sentences to know what it is we're talking about, and a picture to make it really clear and to show what we're so excited to write about in our journals. Everybody has a journal now. For some of you, you are nearing the end of your journal, so I packed you a new one, so make sure you utilize it and we're using it properly. Reminders that I said no more marker. We're going to write in our journals in pencil only, please. That way it's really easy for me to make sure that our sentence has swag. So we're working really hard on that, making sure we're using pencil. We're having 3 to 5 sentences, and we're drawing a beautiful picture. So today's topic is going to be, what did you do over spring break? I'm sure so many of us are so excited to share what we did over spring break. I know a lot has been happening in the world and it can seem a bit crazy, but I still want to hear something that made you excited and something fun that you did over spring break. So I'm going to write a couple sentences for about what I did over spring break, and we'll make sure that my sentence has swag together. So let's start. I need to make sure that my first word starts with a capital. On spring break, I went for many walks. With my daughter. I went for many walks with my daughter. There wasn't a lot to do because we tried to limit our exposure to stores and seeing other people, so I took her for many walks. Does this sentence have swag? So this is just one sentence, remember? Does it start with a capital? I have to look at the very beginning. My O is capital, so yeah. It has the S part of my swag. Is it written neatly? It's pretty good. Does it have spaces between all of the words? Yep, I think it does. And does it have the given punctuation? Did I end it with a period? Yes, I did. Perfect. My first sentence has swag. Now I'm going to tell you about something else that I did over spring break. During our walks, my daughter loved pointing to all the dogs. My daughter, as you all know, she is just really little, but she just started saying a couple of her first words. One of them is pup for our puppy, and she loves now. Every time she sees a dog to point and go pup, 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 pup. So every time we saw one on our walk, that's what she said, and it was really, really cute. All right, now I have 2 sentences. This one also has swag. Now I'm going to do one of my last sentences. I also baked some cookies. I also baked some cookies. Over spring break, I really like to bake, so I made sure I made lots of different treats, cookies being one of them. So I also baked some cookies. Now, does that sound like a complete sentence? To me, it doesn't, so I'm going to add a little bit more to my sentence. I also baked some cookies over spring break. Now, if I wanted to just be proficient, remember we talked about our scale, whether we're emerging, developing, proficient, or extending, I could do 3 sentences to be in proficient, but if I want to push myself and I want to go into that extending, I'm going to do more than 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple more sentences. The cookies were chocolate chip. The cookies were chocolate chip and tasted very yummy. They were so good. My family ate them all. They were so good that my husband and my daughter ate all of the cookies. They were all gone. I ate them too. So now I have 5 sentences. They all have swag. They start with a capital. They're written neatly. They have spaces between the words, and they end with a period. They've got the given punctuation. So now that I'm done that, it would be time for me to draw my picture, making sure I add color and detail. So I might draw a picture of me pushing my daughter in a stroller, pointing at all the puppies. Then I might draw another one of me baking cookies in the kitchen. And I want to make sure it has lots of detail and lots of color so that the reader knows what you were talking about, that they can use the picture to help them understand what you were writing about. I can't wait to read what you did over spring break, making sure that you put that in your journal. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to read these.